Today I'm on a 16k progression run. That's the first kilometre in 4:33. So how it's structured is, the first 10k will be at a certain pace, like a pace range, and the next 6k will just be quicker. It doesn't all have to be absolutely progression like a ladder, every kilometre faster than the next. The last 6k just needs to be quicker than the first 10k. That's it. So I'm already messing this up. The second kilometre was 4:27. I think the first 10k between 4:25 and 4:35 per k, and then 6k after that progress it to around about, I don't know, 4:15 to 4:25. Feels easy enough. Totally messing it up. Third kilometre was 4:24. I'm having to dodge bins. It's bin day. And you know the bin men, they just drag their bins and just leave them everywhere. I love this. Fucking love it. The fourth kilometre is about to, there we go, 4:23. Actually not that bad. I mean, I can't see what pace I'm actually running at because it's just got my average pace for the first 10k, and then it'll change to the average pace to the second part of the run, which is the 6k. So I'm averaging 4:26 so far. I'm gonna have to chill my boots a little bit here. The fifth kilometre was 4:19. Got a big track session tomorrow. I'm training to break 17 minutes in the 5k. I'll get a 16-minute something. So I can't take too much out of myself for tomorrow. Just feel really good and just flowing with it. But anyway, let's continue. Now, I don't know what the 10th k was. The 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th was 4:19, 4:19, 4:16 and 4:13. When the 10th rolls over, it doesn't tell you. So now I've got 6k. That is it. My camera's not got much battery on it though, so I can't keep turning it off and on. This was just an unplanned fun thing. Kilometre 11, 12 and 13 was 4:10, 4:07, that one was 4:04. Well, now we've got, what, 3 to go? Under 3, so 2.6 left. Kilometre 14 was 4:03. So I've got 1.26 left. My battery on this camera's dangerously low. Here we go. Approaching the 15k. I have no idea what this is going to be. Be a quick one. 3:58. One more to go. Easy work. Just for reference, my 10k pace is 3:34 per kilometre. So I'm not really pushing outside the realms of extremely hard work here. There we go. Keep going for a bit though. That's 16k done. I'll just go till I get over this bridge. There we go. 16.24 kilometres. Definitely a progression run. With the old Santa hat. Can't beat it. Belting that. So I'll put the 16th k up. Hopefully it was a full progression, but I think the 10th k might not have been. Ultimately it was though, because the first 10k averaged around about 4:21 per kilometre, and the last 6k averaged about 403 or 402 or something. So it was a job well done. 414 average for the complete total, and my average heart rate was 144 beats, so that's pretty chilled. I was definitely working in the last 6k, but you know, comfortably enough. Anyway, a good run boxed off. I've got this race in a couple of weeks, this Shrewsbury 5k, and I really want to damage it in 16 something. I don't care if it's 16:59, but ideally, with the goals that I always have, when I wanted to break 20 minutes, I wanted to absolutely blitz 20 minutes. I didn't want to just get a 19:59 like I'd just scrape through by the skin of my teeth. Do you know what I mean? I wanted to completely annihilate it. So although I'll be happy, more than happy, if I got a 16:59, I'd love like a 16:50 or a 16:40. That'd be belting. Anyway, it's all good fitness, it's all good training, it's all calories burned, weight loss, everything. Right, we're gonna do a post-run weigh-in. 76.5 kilo, but yeah, still got to rehydrate. This is some of the best shower gear and bath salts in the game. Vigorate. This is my favourite flavour, sports flavour. The fruit punch is the best, but anyway, shower, fuel up, get to work. Back on the road, electric bus, good, hopefully a good one. It's not the one that was in limp mode on me the other night anyway. And now it is run dead to Wythenshawe and begin a massive embankment on the 101 service. So it's going to be a ruthless little drive this. 4 hours, over 4 hours. I'll make myself as comfy as possible and just relax. No idea, hang on a minute. Got 8 minutes before I've got to set back off. I've got to message the depot though and tell them that my bus is on 39%. See, this is what I can't get on board with. We've got a single decker there, and he's not giving me enough room to get. You got the 38 there. I'm not going to get. No. Front. He just told me to go in front of this. I don't know what's going on there. Have a good day. I've got into town. I've got to be out in 5 minutes. I just had to message the depot and tell them I've got 40% battery on my bus. That is what it is. I've still got to go back to Wythenshawe and then head back towards here and then come back. So I've probably got enough. You more likely see something like it'll get back to the depot with like 10% off, 20%. You never know. So it's always best just to let them know in case they want a sort of replacement out. The inspector's just told me to come on this stand. Don't know why, but there was 2 buses there that just made it impossible for me to get into the on an angle anyway. So I'm gonna have to stick my numbers up now and be the 101. From the 255, the 15 and the 256 stand. It's a good weird one, isn't it? 101 to Wythenshawe.
That was something new. I've not boarded from that stand before, but all of a sudden I sat there, no one was coming, and then with like 2 minutes to go, I don't know, everyone's twigged on where I am, and then all of a sudden a big orderly queue formed. But we left on time and head back to Wythenshawe now. See what the depot says. This battery, I think usually you use about 8% battery going in. I left the depot and it had 46% on it. Pretty sure it did, because when I got to Civic I noticed it. So they've just messaged back now. I'll check it at the next stop. It had 46%, now it's got 38. So it's like about, I've roughly recognised that pattern from before as well. It's like 8% per trip. So it should take about 32% for the whole of the journey. See, this is bad. This is like playing peekaboo with the bus stop, because the bus is in front of me here. People can't see me and I can't see the people. Nobody wants the bus there, and that one's parked up there doing its thing. This is the problem with, like, you get jammed up with buses, so we're going round a tight little corridor, this, isn't it, really, because we're going to squeeze next to that 35 and turn. And we'll make it as well. Perfecto. So our bus stand now is this one. Yeah, someone's called for it. The depot just said keep an eye on it, mate, it should be okay. If it drops loads, contact us. I don't know what load is. The problem is, yeah, I messaged them now, so they know by the time I get back to Wythenshawe it'll be on 30%, roughly, I reckon. And then I've got 30% to go once in and once out. It should be ample, really, but how low did he want to leave it to go, if you get what I mean. Right, we're going to leave Civic Centre for the last time into Piccadilly today. Get to Piccadilly, then get back here, and we're done. We've already completed one trip in and out. Now it's time for the second trip. Them blinds are doing my head in. They're just nothing what to do with them will keep them up at all. They just keep floating back down to that position, like some badly done curtains in a crack den or something. So let's rock and roll anyway. Simple as the 101. It's a pretty easy route. I mean, going in and out was fairly uneventful. It's just a process of time of doing it. Do you know what I mean? Like, this job is not a hard job whatsoever. It is just the passage of time. You go to another job, you work in a factory or warehouse, a wherever, especially on the building game, you're grafting. It's hard. You're working in a warehouse, you've got someone on your shoulder, looking like a manager or something, just always watching you. This is just so chilled and laid back. I suppose it just depends what type of person you are on whether it affects you or not. But, you know, some people can be impatient or whatnot. Or you can just roll with it. I mean, I should be finishing today about 5:20. So worst case scenario, I'm out of the depot at 5:30. I'm thinking, do you know what I mean? I'm home, I'm doing my workout. I'm out running for 6 o'clock. So, that's where I need to be. I've got more stress on my head thinking about the workout I've got to do after work. And the session the type of session I've got to put in. Like almost 20 kilometres. It'll be 19, it will be 20 kilometres by the end of it. Of just solid volume. So that's more stressful than thinking about doing this trip in and out of town. But I am glad I've saved it to the end. It's cool. Anyway. This route only gets challenging on like Bowling Road or something like that once you're going past all them badly parked cars. You know what I mean by Bowling Road and Flowshall Road, you know, I'll show you now, because we've just been through Newhall Green, we've just been to Wivenshaw Hospital, and now we're about to do a left onto Marden Road, and once we go on there we're doing a left on a Bowling Road. So round here, this is pretty tame really, because a lot of the times you've got cars just double parked here where there's no double yellows or nothing, and on this side, which is cool because, you know, you can park there, but when it's a bus route it's a bit ropey, innit? You come through it, you got to kind of take all of that road there to turn that corner without mounting the curb, and then when we come round here we've got no one at the bus stop, but you just have cars all over the gaff here. I mean, they live here, so it is what it is, but the road is just not, makes a liar of me, because usually there's cars on this side. Oh man. Anyway, we're going to do a right onto Flowshall Road, and then we're going on down All Lane, then Old Chungham Road. So let's see what we can capture just on this trip now. That's a bit ruthless. He must think he's doing a full U-turn. He must think he's in a vehicle longer than mine, taking a corner like that. Right, here we go. This road's actually pretty ruthless really, because it's like snakes and ladders. Cars on one side, then cars on the other. And before that, Vizu bus was parked further back, parallel with that blue car, and like I was just squeezing through there. I'm not keen on this part of the parkway. This part of the parkway has got red light camera on that side and traffic lights and a bus stop right before it, and this one's got the same. You come over the hill after going through them lights and you've got a bus stop here and a red light camera there, and I just don't know, I'm never going to go through a red light on purpose at all, but once you're committed and you start moving, you can't really stop. So you have to this used to freak me out the most about bus driving at the start of it, timing the lights. Got used to it now, but like if you set off from that stop and them lights have been on green and then all of a sudden they start going amber and you can't brake then, do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's a bit of a tricky one, that. I spoke to some drivers that said they're timing the lights. That's how I used to do that. I was just chatting with a guy then on the bus. He was working the doors, and he was just talking. It's nice to just chat. He was a nice guy. Just chatting with him for about 15 minutes from, I can't remember, since we got on the parkway, and it's just past the time. He's just got off now. Just telling them about the YouTube and everything. I don't like telling people about my YouTube. Don't know why, I just never advertise it. I've only just started putting like and subscribe on it because, oh, by the way, listen, I do appreciate everyone who likes and subscribes and interacts with the channel. And if you are new and you like and subscribe, right, please. But yeah, I don't even like saying that. I can't even say it organically without malfunctioning. Because I just think once you do some content and you just free flow with it, people are either gonna like it or they're not gonna like it. If you're kind of a bit robotic and freeze when the camera comes on, then it's gonna show. That is a whole lot of people. That is madness. Oh, come on. Tight this up. What's he doing here next to me? I'm running across the road like melons at the last minute. Crazy, man. But when people run across the road, they do this, it must be this nervous laugh. Like, I don't know, like, I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm just gonna laugh. You see it all the time when people get caught and like they're legging it across the road last minute where they make a dumb decision. And as you're going through a green light, they're running across the road or something. Like, right here. A little bit pressed at the minute for time. Rocking up into Piccadilly. Gotta be there in 3 minutes. Looks like we'll be whipping onto the 101 standard, putting our numbers straight up. But that's what I'll do. If it means leaving for my last trip on time, that is definitely what I'll do. Look at them there, look at that, look. Like, you can see it before it happens. Rider's, him's on his phone, I can tell by his head the way he keeps looking down at his hands. He's gone through a red light, he don't care. And they were legging it across the road and he's on one of them electronic cycle things. I put on a video that they're like motorcycles or something, and someone commented and put technically they are motorcycles and went into like the combustion of the engine and everything. And he was funny, I was like, yeah, well, they still need to be regulated or something. Doesn't matter what they're officially called. Them bikes that are electric like that, no one should be on the road with them just blasting up the road like 30-40 miles per hour with no helmet, nothing. There used to be a limit somewhere with what these things can do before you regulate them and start putting restrictions on them. Otherwise, what's the point in passing your test? If you can just get around it with a technicality on a motorbike. I think now, town's a little bit heavy at this time though. Look, you gotta see that bus there? That bus has come from Sackville Street and it's been on layover, so it's come round here, yeah, to join the queue. But the queue is just massive. You just know now I'm probably going to have to go into this right-hand lane to get round because everyone will be turning down Charlotte Street. I can just envision it. And these lights have gone on red. It's heavy, this. This is heavy. Like, all we need to do is get across this junction. Let him out. He's a nice guy. Piccadilly is strange. Everyone gets to a certain time, all bets are off. Right, get through these now. Tell you what, could even leave for the last trip at the time here. Make sure of it. I'll put the numbers up straight away. It's not getting the better of me. this is a mad place as the night draws in. Right, I just see that 38, he's indicating that way, he's been indicating that way for a bit. And seeing like 2 women running across the road with their hand out waving, and then he's sat there waiting. He's a good lad, but it's a crazy place at night, this. Like, you just sat here waiting and you just see people legging it for the bus left, right and centre. Right, that's us done, we're going. This is our last trip out now. We are gone. Bye bye. 101 into Wythenshawe. Let's do it. It's mad. It's like people are hesitant to cross, and rightly so. It's because it's buses. So some people just walk out. A lot of people use the brains and just weigh up what the bus is doing. So as soon as you let one person go, like, you'll stop at the crossing. You're supposed to anyway. It just gets flooded. Like, look at this here, look. People on the road. Let's get out of this place and let's get like settled on the parkway. We didn't pick up too many people then, strangely enough. I thought it'd be busier. So usually the amount of people you pick up is the amount of people you're dropping off around about Moss Side and stuff. Right. There's no one at that bus stop, which is our bus stop. That's a good sign. See, what we're after there now, people, is nice, clean, empty streets, empty bus stops. Get me back to Wythenshawe on time so I can get off home. We'll probably be cycling through these lights here for quite a bit, because I predict the 111's going to make it round, the Kia might make it round. If that blue car's cheeky enough, he might make it round as well. But I won't. We're on 17% battery. 17%. And the head's gone. We got to Wythenshawe early. Probably about 2 minutes early by the time we arrive here, which is decent. We'll take our numbers off because we don't be needing them up now. Then we can get back to the depot. We've defo got enough charge to get back to the depot now, so everything's good. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Round the corner. Right, we're done. Got back to Wythenshawe 2 minutes early. Plenty of charge on the bus to get it back to the depot, unless it just goes from 17% to absolute zero. And then I did message him. I said, but you know, they're like, if it gets dangerously low, let me know. I messaged them so they could change the bus over there on the last trip if needed. So I had a fresh bus to go in and out of town, but they said it was cool when I was coming back out, so that's it. Here we go, done. What a day. I can confirm that once you've been sitting in one of these for 5 hours, you are done for a bit. Yeah, definitely can confirm that. Turning to the depot. There's still got time on it, this. It's got till 10 o'clock on it, that. This has got like 17% charge on it left. On the wash. Alright. On the wash and we're done. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go to the in there and cash in and get out. Sign off on this. Right.